Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. Welcome back for math. We're going to do a little bit of a review today of what we did yesterday and do some practice problems. You will have a quiz at the end of today's lesson and we'll get to that later, but all of this is going to be a review for you. So let's go ahead and get started. The objective for today is I will be able to review how to decompose, which means break apart, polygons to find the area of a polygon. So we're going to do a quick review first. What is a polygon? Or sorry, before we get into our review, the materials you may need today are a math notebook, a pencil, your computer, obviously. Headphones are good, they are optional, and a calculator if you would like one. If you don't have any of these things, pause the video, go get them now, and then we'll go ahead and jump back in. Okay, so what is a polygon? Can a triangle be a polygon? It's got 3 sides. Can this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-sided figure be a polygon? Can this 1, 2, 3, 4 parallelogram be a polygon? What about these 2 shapes? What about this octagon, which is the shape of a stop sign? The answer is yes. A polygon is any shape that's got many sides. As long as the shape is closed, a triangle is going to be your smallest polygon. It needs to have at least 3 sides. But all of these can be polygons. The ones we've been working with kind of look like an L where you can break it into 2 rectangles. But the answer to what is a polygon is it can be any shape as long as it's got multiple sides, because poly means many. Okay, so now we're going to do a quick review. What type of line is this one here? Is this a vertical or a horizontal line? Great. So that means that this kind of line is perfect. That's right, horizontal. If we got confused, just a reminder, vertical means the line you're going up and down. Horizontal means the line's going straight across. That'll be helpful that was helpful yesterday when you did your practice problems. It'll also be helpful later on when you get to your quiz. Okay, so now we're going to do a practice problem. So for our practice problem, all right, so we're going to go ahead and do a practice problem which was similar to the ones that you were doing yesterday. This one here is also a polygon. It's just something that looks a little bit different, but it's a shape and it's got many sides. So what I noticed first is that there are 2 missing sides that we have to figure out before we can find the area of this polygon. I want to go ahead and find the length of side AF before we find the other side. So what do you think the length of side AF is? Well, to find the length of side AF, you would have had to add 6, this length of DE, plus the length of BC here, 2, because these 2 added together will give you this total here, which would give you 8. Now, we need to find the length of DC. What do you think the length of line DC is? So in order to find the length of DC, you know you have this total length up here, which is AB of 8. Then they give you FE, which has a length of 5. So to find this remaining length here, you would subtract and do 8 minus 5, and that would give you a length of 3. So now we filled in all of our missing sides. We can now go ahead and decompose or break apart our 2 shapes that we found in there, which are the 2 rectangles. I'm going to do that by adding a horizontal line. You could also do it by adding a vertical line here, but I chose to use the horizontal line. That you can choose. It will not affect your answer at the end. So knowing that I have these 2 rectangles here, 1 and 2, what do you think the correct equation is to find the area of the total polygon? Right, I'm going to have to add rectangle 1. So I'm going to write that down in here. We're going to have to do rectangle 1, which is this one here, plus rectangle 2, which is this one here. And that will give you the total area. So I want to find the area of rectangle 1. What is the area of rectangle 1? So we know to find the area of a rectangle, you would have had to multiply 8 times 2, which is the base, times the height. If you multiply 8 times 2, you're going to go ahead and get 16 feet. And then area is always squared, so we're going to add squared, just like that. So what is the area of rectangle 2? So to find the area of rectangle 2, we can't use this side because we've now cut it off. But we can use this side because that's the whole length of this side of the rectangle. And so we have the base here, which is 5, and the height here, which is 6. So 5 times 6 will give you 30. So earlier we said that the expression to find, or the equation to find the total of these two would be rectangle 1 plus rectangle 2. So now what is the correct equation for finding the area for this total polygon? So the correct equation to find the area for this polygon would be rectangle 1, which was 16, plus the area of rectangle 2, which is 30, equals, what is the total area of this polygon? The total area would be 46 feet squared, because it's still area, we just need to put in our labels there. And that's how you would find the total area of this polygon. Had you divided it with a vertical line here, you would get the same answer. We're going to move on to the next part of our lesson. If you have any questions, feel free to go back and rewatch these, and we can go from there. All right, so now it is time for your exit ticket. You are going to go ahead and go back to the instructions where you found the link to this video, and you're going to follow, then click the link to go to the Google quiz. Make sure you put your full first name and your full last name, no nicknames please, into the Google quiz when you take it. You may use a calculator, you may use any of your notes. Once you complete the quiz, it's important that you review your answer sheet and read any feedback that's given on the quiz. If you got any wrong answers or right answers, it'll let you know. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, to Miss Michelle, and we'll be happy to help you. When you've completed the quiz, you are done with math for the day, and we will see you for math tomorrow. Have a good one.